Ladies and gentlemen, if you like escape rooms but don't want to pay for an escape room, this absolutely is something I would recommend for you. So this is The Exit. It is a game by Cosmos, and it's really great. They have a number of different games like this. It's kind of a series called Exit the Game, and so you can see that right here. They've got a bunch of these, and they range from different levels, different themes. So this is a 2 out of 5. So it's closer to a novice, just a touch up from novice, and the other one that I had was a 3 out of 5. So really interesting games. I've played one other brand of escape room games, and this one is so much better. So much better. It was put together, this is put together really well. So without giving you too many details, I want to give you a little bit of what this game would look like, how it works. There is an app that you can download, and it has rules, instructions, the timer on it, and even some background music if you wanted that, or you could just set your own timer, not that big a deal. So the main pieces here, you're going to have a wheel like this. So both games that I played, I don't know if this is true for all of them, but both games that I played have a wheel like this, and you're looking for different codes, and so you turn these. So if you think it's 3, 2, 8, you turn this, and then the inside number is it's gonna show you an inside number. So this says 30, and so you would go and you would look at your answer cards, and you would pull up number 30, which I actually don't think I have right now, but you would pull up one of them, and then it would tell you some information. It would actually show you a picture and show you to look at another card. And so you open up that other card and it tells you if you're right or not. So it's a really interesting way to lead you through to where if you guess and you're not right, it's just a good format to figure out if you are or aren't right, but the risk of figuring out if you're not right, it just gives you a good balance of being able to move on. So I don't know if I explained that super well, but let's look at an example here. So what you're going to have, I just have a few here right now, but you're going to have these answer cards. And so you're going to look at these answer cards. You're not going to look at the answer cards, excuse me. You're going to look at the tops of them, and the number that you see here, once you figure out the clue, you're going to go to that. So if it's 19, you're going to flip 19, and 19 might show you different pictures of where you're at on the board. So you look at that one and you say, okay, now we need to go to card 27, and then you might get card 27 that gives you information and says, thank you, you made it to this level, go ahead and pick up riddle card E, and it'll give you the details for the next stage of what you're trying to do to escape the room. So this specific one here also had a number of riddle cards, which you'll keep face down until it tells you, and then you pick them up and it tells you to do different things. So this one, quick sneak peek, there's a little bit of origami involved in this, and so you pick up this sheet of paper and you fold it in that way, and so that's what you would do for this specific one here. The last thing to mention are the help cards. So this is super awesome. I love that they do this in the way that they do, because a lot of times you get stuck and you just don't really know where to go from there. And so for every single stage of the game, there is a first clue card, and so you can flip that over and look at the first clue if you need a little bit of help. There's a second clue card, which is even more in depth what you're trying to do, and then there's an actual solution card, and so you get to decide, hey, do we need help on this one? How much help do we need? Man, we don't know where we're going. Let's look at clue 1, or hey, we're pretty far along. Let's skip clue 1 and look at clue 2, which is something we did and found very helpful at times. Or sometimes you get stuck and you're like, I have no clue where to go from here. I just want to move on to the next stage. Let's look at the solution card, and it just gives you the code. But it does explain it too, and so I really like how that is all set up. So as far as just the mechanics of an escape room in a box, they work really, really well, which I really appreciated. The mechanics of everything working together was really, really clever. And as far as just figuring out some of the clues, when you figure some of them out, it's just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe we missed that, or I can't believe that that's actually what it was, these different things. They are very doable. I think they're kind of difficult. Both times I did them with just myself and one other person. And so it says that you can play with up to 4 players, which I think would be really, really helpful. And so if you're looking at this versus an escape room, I would say 100% this would be something that if you want to save a little bit of money and you don't want the complete environment and don't have to have the complete environment of an escape room, this is definitely something that I would recommend, because it gives you all of what you kind of want, and it can, especially if you download the app and have the music, it can be pretty immersive and pretty fun. And so in comparison to an escape room, it is definitely something that I would recommend you do. The thing that I will mention about this is you, on both of these games, cannot replay these. You're cutting things, you're folding things, you're doing all sorts of stuff to where you 100% cannot ever use this again. And so if you're looking at the cost compared to an escape room, both of those are one-time experiences, and so you're going to save a little bit of money here, and it definitely has some benefits that I would personally recommend, and I loved both of the times that I did it. But you know, that is one thing just to notice. It's not a game that you can play over and over again. So hopefully that gives you a taste of what this is, what it does, and whether it may or may not be right for you. Thanks.